Reports are stating that Spurs striker Harry Kane could be on his way to Manchester City in the January transfer window. A report published has stated that Spurs have now paid a whopping £85.9 million to sacked managers. A cheeky tweet from Audi Stores UK to Nuno Espirito Santo, and a full international roundup. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping well. In today's video, I'll be going through all of the latest Tottenham news, all of the rumours and all of the reports. And if you don't subscribe to the channel as yet, please do hit that subscribe button. Just before I get into today's video, make sure that you download the OneFootball app for all of the live football scores, results and news, as well as getting all of the latest Spurs news on this channel. You can also see it all here. Download the OneFootball app to keep up to date with everything Tottenham Hotspur, club news, transfer news, match information, videos, tables and results from all around the world. Don't miss out, and please do let me know what you think of this app. So first up, let's talk about a story that has been published by the Daily Mail this morning. It says Manchester City reignite their interest in Tottenham striker Harry Kane ahead of the January transfer window after falling short in the summer. But new boss Antonio Conte is assured his talisman remains in his plans. According to reports, Manchester City have registered an interest in Harry Kane for the January transfer window. Harry Kane has long been linked with a move away from Tottenham and could be set to leave this winter. However, Antonio Conte is said to be keen to keep hold of his star forward for the coming season. According to reports from ESPN, new boss Antonio Conte was given assurances he could expect to include the England captain in his Spurs plans moving forward. Harry Kane endured a summer of disappointment after the Three Lions lost the Euro 2020 final on a penalty shootout to Italy, and his touted mega money move to Manchester City fell through. As a result, the England captain has seen his form take a hit following a rocky start to the season for club and country. With just one goal in 10 league games so far this term, he was without a goal in his last 5 matches. However, Harry Kane, who has had a below-par start to the season with Tottenham, scored a hat-trick to become England's all-time leading scorer in competitive fixtures with 39 goals, overtaking the previous record of 37. Speaking of Harry Kane's performance on Friday evening, Gareth Southgate said, "Form is always temporary. What pleased me most was his all-round performance because he is always going to score goals. We know that." But he was really on song tonight. I thought that Harry Kane gave a brilliant centre-forwards performance. He held the ball up and played other people in. But I thought it was a very strong team performance. After the 5-0 win against Albania on Friday night, Harry Kane said, "Whenever I score, I seem to be sharp. Whenever I don't, I'm not sharp anymore. That is part and parcel of being a striker. The most important thing is we are moving forward as a team." A great night for the team, first and foremost. An important result for us, and just the way we went about it. To go 5-0 up at half-time shows the character of this squad. Now, my thoughts on this: Harry Kane to leave Tottenham Hotspur Football Club in January. I can't see that happening somehow, particularly now that we have Antonio Conte as our boss. Antonio Conte will want to keep Harry Kane. There is no question about that. When you have players like Harry Kane in your team and in your squad, you are always going to want to keep your best players. And I think that a lot of the fans would be absolutely gutted if Harry Kane left and if Tottenham Hotspur sold him. But when Antonio Conte come in, every report seems to say that he has been given assurances. It would be great to think that Antonio Conte has been given assurances to go out, spend money, keep players who he wants to keep, sell players who he wants to sell. And Harry Kane, surely had to be on that list. Harry Kane had to be a part of that conversation of Antonio Conte saying how important, someone like Harry Kane is going to be if Tottenham are going to be successful under our new boss. Now, this really is a subject that you could talk, at length about for hours about Harry Kane. The debates that the fans have been having, since the summer. I've seen people say that they want to sell Harry Kane. It's best to cash in on him, and for him to leave, we get the money and we reinvest it. But when you think of Harry Kane in front of goal, when you think of Harry Kane, the amount of goals that he has scored for Tottenham, the amount of goals that he has now scored for England, I have no doubt in the near future he will become the greatest ever England goal scorer. He's only 9 away from Wayne Rooney's record. Yes, he's had a very poor start in terms of being Harry Kane in a Tottenham shirt this season, but we all know that this spell of not scoring goals for Spurs is going to end very, very soon. And when it does, he will be banging goals in left, right and centre. He really, really will. I am a great believer is if you do have, you know, an incredible player like this, why on earth would you want to sell them? I do feel sorry for Harry Kane. He's yet another player who hasn't won a trophy at Spurs, been at Spurs for a very, very long time. And I know some people, you know, in the comments, you know, in the previous few months, a lot of people have said, yeah, but he has been in these teams when we've lost these cup finals. He has been in these teams when we haven't quite got over that line. But I'm a great believer of keeping Harry Kane if we can. Antonio Conte, you know, when you bring in a world-class manager like that, I don't believe that he is going to want to sell Harry Kane at all. And I think that he is going to give Harry Kane assurances of what his vision is at the club in order to make him successful. So if Nuno Espirito Santo was still at the club, I would say I wouldn't be at all surprised if Harry Kane left in January. And of course, I wouldn't even been surprised if he'd left in the summer. But now Antonio Conte is here. I think Antonio Conte is the real difference. An interesting report has been published by the Daily Express, and they are stating that Tottenham Hotspur have paid more money to managers than any other club in the Premier League. The North Londoners only recently sacked previous manager Nuno Espirito Santo and replaced him with former Chelsea manager Antonio Conte. The Italian became the 4th Tottenham manager in 2 seasons after Jose Mourinho, interim boss Ryan Mason and Santo. He also signed an 18-month deal worth an eye-watering £20 million per season, meaning that the former Inter Milan boss is now the joint highest-earning manager in the division. His track record of successfully turning round the fortunes of struggling sides and turning them into contenders overnight is why Spurs chairman Daniel Levy is paying him the big bucks. And in a report from 101 Great Goals, they are stating that the manager merry-go-round in North London has become very out of hand in recent weeks, as they have now paid out more money to sacked managers than any other team in the Premier League era. In this report, it says, according to the research, it has claimed that Tottenham have now paid a whopping £85,919,178 to managers who were eventually shown the door by the Spurs board. This equates to a startling average of £21.4 million per sacked manager and an even more terrifying £530,914 per match, and an even more jaw-dropping £1 million per victory won under each manager. Since 2011, Spurs have dismissed Harry Redknapp, AVB, Maurizio Pochettino, Jose Mourinho and Nuno Espirito Santo. Sensationally, their spend on relieved managers has even overtaken that of fierce rivals Chelsea and Manchester United. On the 1st of November, Nuno Espirito Santo was sacked as Tottenham Hotspur head coach, and Aldi Stores UK tweeted the following: dropping this here for you, Nuno. We offer great in-house management training. A very, very cheeky tweet. But if Nuno has taken up the offer, you might see him in an Aldi store near you very soon. The Tottenham Hotspur women will be in action Saturday afternoon, 1:30 p.m. kickoff, as we will be hosting Arsenal at home at the Hive in the WSL. Arsenal are currently top of the league. They have played 6, they have won 6, they have 18 points. The Tottenham Hotspur women are currently in 3rd. We have played 6, we have won 4, we've drawn 1 and lost 1. We have 13 points. Best of luck to the Tottenham Hotspur women Saturday afternoon. Now for a full international roundup, the Tottenham Hotspur players that have been on international duty in the last couple of days. As I mentioned on the last Tottenham news video, of course, Harry Kane, the England captain and Tottenham Hotspur striker, scored a hat-trick against Albania in England's World Cup qualifier, winning 5-0 at Wembley Stadium. A fantastic hat-trick from him, the perfect hat-trick. The first goal a header, the second goal with his left foot, and the third goal with his right foot. He has now scored an incredible 44 goals for England, just 9 away from Wayne Rooney's record. Other Tottenham Hotspur players on international duty, Christian Romero and Giovanni Lo Celso took a step closer to the World Cup finals in 2022. And Argentina overcome Uruguay 1-0 in the early hours of Saturday morning. Both started the game. Christian Romero played the full 90 minutes and Giovanni Lo Celso was replaced by Lionel Messi on the 76th minute. That win for Argentina has now stretched Argentina's unbeaten run to 26 matches, including 12 in South American World Cup qualifying. Emerson Royal and Brazil qualified for next year's World Cup with a 1-0 win over Colombia, who of course Davinson Sanchez plays for. Davinson Sanchez played in that game, winning his 44th cap. Heung-min Son took another step towards the World Cup finals in 2022 as he led South Korea to a 1-0 win against UAE in Asian qualifying on Thursday. Captaining the side again, Heung-min Son earned his 97th cap for his country and struck the woodwork twice in a convincing performance from South Korea despite the narrow scoreline. Also, right back, Matt Doherty played the full 90 minutes for his country, Republic of Ireland, winning his 26th cap in a 0-0 draw against Portugal. Troy Parrott was an unused sub in that game. Pape Matar was also an unused sub as Senegal booked their place in the final round of African World Cup qualifying with a 1-1 draw against Togo. Tottenham midfielder Oliver Skipp put a full shift in as England under-21s picked up an important 3-1 win against previously unbeaten Czech Republic in the UEFA under-21 qualifying. England were 2-0 up inside 15 minutes and 3-0 up in 30 minutes thanks to an own goal. First team players on international duty on Saturday. Steven Bergwijn is with the Netherlands as they will be travelling away to Montenegro for their World Cup qualifier. Ben Davies and Joe Rodon for Wales as they will be facing Belarus in their World Cup qualifier. And Hugo Lloris with France as they will be playing Kazakhstan at home in their World Cup qualifier.
Thanks Chris, and hello to everybody watching. I'm Bill from Football Prizes. I'm just here to tell you about the weekly Spurs prizes that we run on the site. Some of our previous Spurs prizes range from the likes of signed shirts and boots and mounts from players such as Harry Kane, Son Heung-min and Lucas, right through to club legends like Paul Gascoigne and Jurgen Klinsmann. You can watch the live draws on our Facebook page, and you can go on our site and see the previous Spurs winners as well as what prizes we have to offer at www.footballprizes.co.uk.
Thanks for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do let me know all of your thoughts and comments in the comment section below on everything I've spoken about in today's video. If you don't subscribe to the channel as yet, please do hit that subscribe button. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll see you on the next one. Come on, you Spurs.